we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. Here's Channe, ready to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order Try and get this running game going.
Second and 12. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play, just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Ready? And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
57 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jones throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now Jones on first down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, that's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Saquon Barkley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here's Chandler Catanzaro now for the Giants field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like... And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Marcus Golden able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Roethlisberger will throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
A 4-yard loss.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Steelers 10, Giants 7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Catch made by Slayton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's the way to make the cut, kid.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Big Ben and the Steelers now down 14-10, 55 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. In the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Steelers 17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.